What we might do, I think we'll hit the cliffs first.
Sure.
And go from there. Now, it will mean it will push our lunch up to probably Ballyvaughan. Does that make any difference?
No, whatever.
Now, we can do the burn the other way, there's no problem, and just hope the weather is good, whatever you want.
We're going to let you be the boss because, you know the predictability of the weather better than we do.
I think we'll take the cliffs when it's good.
Yeah.
I think we'll go there.
Okay, that sounds good.
And fingers crossed. Lahinch was ran by the O'Crohers or the O'Connors. They were the landlords of the Lahinch area. So you had the MacNamara in Ennistimon where we passed the other day. This is the Cunlock River and the Ina River that flows out by Ennistimon. And this is where it enters the sea here.
Oh.
So remember the waterfalls in the big hotel at the right hand side, the Falls Hotel we passed? Well, that was run by the MacNamaras, which would have, Catherine MacNamara would have married into, she married Dylan Thomas.
Oh, right.
So they would have been the landlords of the Ennistimon area. Here then would have been the O'Connors, were the landlords of the Hinch, and as you go up along then the O'Briens. But the O'Briens were probably the biggest. Tides, and there was a bit of wind behind them, and if you get the wind and the water at the same time, it's highly dangerous here.
Wow.
And then along with that we had an awful lot of rainfall, so you were getting it from both sides, from the land on this side and the sea. But normally if you get a spring tide and you have wind behind it, it's always dangerous in this part. Like, if you go on YouTube and type in Lahinch storms, you'll see some of the storms we got there over the last year, 2 years, and they have wrecked the promenade in Lahinch, got wrecked 2 or 3 times.
We heard that from someone else, yes.
Total.
It's hard to imagine when you're looking at it now, but...
The power of the water is something frightening.
Yes.
But this is an old one of the churches.
Old cemetery.
Kilbull Creedy is the name. Famous for a number of things, but it's famous for coursing. Did you ever hear of coursing?
No, what's coursing?
Coursing is where they have 2 greyhounds, large dogs, long legs, and they chase after like a large rabbit, a hare. Now these days they have these muzzles on. Years ago they hadn't the muzzles on, and basically what happens is the first dog to turn the hare, they're going in a straight line, and the first dog to get to the hare and actually turn the hare wins the race. So it's always the first meeting every year here in Liscannor of the season. It's famous for Liscannor stone, which you see going up along, a certain type of flagstone. It's also famous for a guy called John Philip Holland. You ever hear of John Philip Holland?
No. I don't think so.
John Philip Holland was the guy that invented the submarine.
Oh, okay.
So they have a street here named after him, John Philip Holland. That's good. Now they're doing up a centre here, it's not open yet. It's only open weekends and odd time. It was meant to be open this season, history about John Philip Holland. All new house now, they would have the stone walls around them because it's they wouldn't have got permission to build the house unless they put these walls in.
And that was originally so it would blend into the neighbourhood
sort of keep in with the neighbourhood, yeah.
That's smart.
It's good at times, but they can overdo because during the Celtic Tiger, the cost of these walls sometimes be nearly half the price of the house again. And very hard on young people if they build houses. They'd have money to finish them off outside afterwards.
True enough.
They're everywhere.
Very labour-intensive wall.
Yeah. Yes. But during the boom times, we have an awful lot of Polish people that came in. And like the Irish, they were very good at stonework too. So an awful lot of them would have built the newer stone walls here. But the local people here, the older generation, all of them would be very handy at building stone. And it just comes naturally because their father would have it done before, they would be out as a child working with their parents, and they would have it picked up. And with these walls then you have a single wall or you have a double wall. Double wall would be 2 abreast, would be fairly thick, and it would be put on a bank that maybe we're coming down a hill and there might be water coming coming down along that bank, so you need to put good, strong structure The single wall then will be just to divide areas.
And the walls tend not to fall down, right? They stay up.
No, they stay. You see, the breeze can go through them. Now,
Okay.
the breeze can go through them and let the air pass. Now this is the scanner stone, and you have a bit of loose stone. You know the different colours, and you get used to the different type of stone. But as we go further up along, you'll see it changing, and you come into the limestone. Now, the limestone is way harder stone to build with, and you'll see the reason why when we get up into the burn today. Now this house here will have to be done with stone, or we'll have to have soil going round the banks. We'll have to have something to build into the area. So you're real on the seafront here.
Right on the
Pretty good
Atlantic
surf.
Ocean.
Beautiful.
Going on over here. See why they're building a house there.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Just water.
So people don't grow trees much around their houses, eh?
Trees don't grow much
Or
with
they
the
don't grow
salt.
too much. All the salt.
They're very
yeah.
limited. If you notice the houses, they're very limited as to what they can grow with the salt off the sea.
Right.
But here, it's lovely if you come down here on a winter's day and there's a bit of a storm blowing. No, it's absolutely fabulous.
It's fabulous. Doesn't sound like
But
a
there's something,
But it's so beautiful, though.
I
eh?
suppose it's nakedness, it's pure, rugged sort of
Yeah.
heat, you know, it's clean air, you're out, you can put on a good coat, wrap up well, it's absolutely fantastic. It's fresh, clean air. Now, again, that when you get the storm here, this road has been completely tore away down here. You'll see it now, road is completely gone numerous times here. Nearly every year the road will be tore up.
Wow.
Guy down there fishing. So during the summertime they go in here swimming.
Right.
You swim in there.
You see this little pool here? The tide comes in,
Uh-huh.
and you see over here the ladder going down.
Oh, yes.
So the locals would climb down here, and all this pond would be
Oh, wow.
filled up with water, and they swim
So it'd
there.
be warmish?
Not warmish. The water never gets too warm here, but it's still
Atlantic.
good, like. You
But it's
know?
still nice. Yeah.
But
Beautiful.
this would all be locals. Not many tourists will come down here. They wouldn't know about here.
Yeah. So there would be fishing in here, right?
Yes. Fishing along here, you have bollock, you have rockfish, you have pollock,
Okay.
mackerel, cod.
Oh, nice. Look at all this thing.
Just fishing though.
Yeah. Well, there's a car park.
Now you see the roof on this house,
Yeah.
or this little shed here?
Yeah.
This is the scanner stone.
The roof is.
Yes.
Ah. Like big slates.
Yeah. Huge big
Hello.
pieces.
Not
It's
too
that
bad.
little
Okay.
building in the town of Lahinch. Remember you were looking at the really old one?
Uh-huh.
It has slate like that.
Did they have slate roof like that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
It's the only thing that'll stay put.
It's the only thing that will stay put. So any house, any of the older houses that are here, out on the edge of the sea like this, or anywhere that was open to the wind, this is the type of roof that they put on. Now it's dangerous nowadays. You have to be careful, because if you put on this type of roof, you can imagine the weight that's on your house.
Yeah.
And if your timber goes rotten, like years ago, it was just a natural timber here.
Right.
So you had a lot of moisture and went rotten over the years.
Sure.
So an awful lot of the old sheds and all, you'll be very, very careful, because the roof collapses in.
Yeah.
Nowadays what they do is they have the natural slate and they just reinforce it, but the timbers are preserved and it's way safer. And what they do is then, the way they overlap on the roof, the slate of the natural stone, they close it in tighter.
Yeah.
So before it would be, say, that much space between them,
Uh-huh.
now they close into that much, so the wind can't get up underneath them. Now it costs you more to put more slate on, but the wind can't actually get up, and it sort of gives you this much the same result as this. Not as good as this, but way safer.
Way
Yeah.
safer, yeah.
So the animals are just starting to come out for the summer now. They've been housed up to now.
They have, because we've noticed there's not a lot of animals out.
No, very little grass growth. So this is why people haven't put them out yet. So it's amazing what little businesses and stuff comes up along these places. Like there's a centre up there. They only opened it there a couple of years ago, but doing very, very well. It's like a yoga retreat centre where people come and they can stay and they do yoga. But it's a fabulous room. It's like one big massive room
Uh-huh.
and sliding doors in the front and you're overlooking the ocean.
That's fabulous.